Good afternoon, guys. I am back in my place of residence, it seems, which is the gym here, which has far better internet than that poxy place called House at Home yesterday. So, it is the topic that I had in mind was we were talking about next week. Next week, that fantasy week, that fantasy next day, that fantasy tomorrow, the one that never comes, the one that you have been talking about since January. Okay? Often what we do is we try to push things off, we try to leave them off, we try to find any old reason or excuse, or as I like to call them, just excuses. Reasons are what get things done. Excuses are the things you make to stop you doing them. So the question is, how many people out there have said to themselves in January or even Christmas, next week I'm going to sort my diet. And I'm just as bad as everyone. I have no problem admitting it. I will be upfront with you. Up to Easter there, I had a great week or two before Easter. I was like, I'm not going to have chocolate for the week before Easter, and I didn't. And then Easter Sunday came, and I was like, on next week I'll sort things out. And then, there was another bank holiday coming up, so I was like, well, next week. Now all of a sudden, here we are, and I'm 3 weeks down the line, and I'm still not back on track, because I was lying to myself. Just as I accuse other people of doing. Accuse is a strong word, it probably sounds a bit aggressive, but is what it is. So the question is, have you been in a similar predicament? Have you similarly been telling yourself, trying to appease yourself by saying, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or I'm going to do it next week? Well, that is a mistake of the past. Let's leave that behind us. Let's make a resolution that we are not going to talk about next week or tomorrow again. Instead, we're going to say a date. So today is Thursday. Why not start on a Friday? Everyone seems to want to think to themselves, I'm going to change my diet on a Monday. And you know what happens? You decide you're going to have a blowout weekend. You decide that Monday morning you're too tired to make a change. And you eat the same crap. And then Monday was crap, so it's like, fuck it. What does it matter? I'll do Tuesday. And then all of a sudden, we're back to next week. And so the cycle repeats. And we go on weeks on end, weeks at a time. What are we? We're on week 19 of this year, and we still haven't sorted ourselves, and we keep pushing it to next week. So why not do it on Friday? And how does that work? You're going to decide, okay, over the weekend, I'm going to sort my shit out. I'm going to get myself on track. So Friday is going to come, and you're going to eat well Friday. And it's going to be a struggle, but you'll get through Saturday. It's not that hard. It's one night without drinks. It's one night without having a big filthy pizza. It's not that bad. And then Sunday, you're sitting at home, you can chill, you can watch, well, if you're behind, you can watch Game of Thrones, or if you're staying up on some weird shift, you can watch your Game of Thrones, you can watch some of that, you can take it easy. You don't need to go out on a Sunday. You can have control over that food. And now all of a sudden, you have a 3-day head start on that week. And not only that, the 3 hardest days to change. So you're coming into Monday and you've already hit the ground running. So you'll get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That won't be an issue. And by the time you get to that next weekend, and it is next weekend in this particular case, you have nearly a week and a half under your belt. Does that sound like such a hard thing? It sounds like a small thing, but let's be honest. We said to ourselves 100 times we're going to start this thing on Monday, and guess what? Monday didn't happen. Monday didn't work. So screw Monday. Like Bob Geldof said, we don't like Mondays. Let's start on Friday. Start Friday. Start tomorrow. Get your shit under control. I started today. Well, actually yesterday, I think. But I did it. And it's just about one step in front of the other. Try not to get mired down that if somebody brings it out and you have to do something. Just say to yourself, for one weekend, does food have such a hold over you that you can't tell it what to do? It's an inanimate object sitting on the table in front of you. A tasty inanimate object, that I grant you. But nobody is forcing you to eat that food. We need to take a bit of control for ourselves. And why not start this weekend? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not a big deal. So let's see if we can get this weekend under control. Great thing I'm doing this on a Thursday now, because we'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be asking people tomorrow if they watch this in the gym, and I'll be asking them again on Tuesday what they did about it and if they made any difference. Okay? So take care, guys. Summer is not far away. We could argue it's already there, but you can still make a change. Big change.